No. Yeah.
I mean, a drama, guys. Ubete less is more. Ubete less is more. Apa good. Ubete less is more.
Shit must happen.
That shit must happen. Tell her what you must.
No, that was a crazy. So episode band director.
Episode last for me.
Episode umvalo. Oh yini. Oyilando sityana la Thixo khona le sauce. Mntanam izenza kahle le.
It's a very nice sauce.
Do you guys know what number we're going to be closing on?
We don't.
It's going to be
either it's 37 or 39.
Oh, I think it's going to be 40. We have 37 out now.
We were going to close out on 40.
Okay.
Had we
uploaded this
upload
week. Okay.
The episode on Tuesday, but we couldn't upload. So Lisa is going to be 38. And we are 39. So we're opening up on 40.
Okay.
Unless we're going to say Umyalezo Season 2, Episode 1.
Okay.
For the following year. But we had said, we decided we'll put
Umyalezo
episodes. Did I say Umyalezo? You know what? It's a lot.
And today is the anniversary for the first post that we put up on Umyalezo last year.
Yeah?
Yeah. I saw it on Facebook this morning.
Maybe that's why.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you can feel it in your bones.
You are almost white because I'm good, baby. Almost. You're cream.
Ayijiki into yobumhlophe bakho ngenxaba
ngasigqiba isikolo
because uzelwe nayo la way
kodwa umuntu angabhideka ne ba wena sehlentsho ngumuntu ongasaziyo isiXhosa but no amagama esiXhosa
uthe umhlophe
udibano le
and then they look at ulelethu
dibano le lethu sitemhlophe qomba amana kasazi isiXhosa lo Busacho.
Ndithi kaloku la way uzalwa nayo it is in you ubumhlophe bakho uphuma nabesizalweni. Yeke le yabagogo banamhlanje xa umuntu yabona azibona ba impilo ayinhlange ibukekela akhalaza yonqonqoza ngogogo
wathi zathi yathi
azibone ngathi sithwase yabo yeke leyo thetha mina get true gift.
Yes girl.
Ayenzwa sisikolo lando. Yebo? Noguqa nothini
so mhlophe qwa uhleli apho nje.
Hayi mhlawumbe nami ndigqibelela. Andinithi nejik. Claro.
So yekile ngokuba I drop out.
Hayi ndiyi drop out now and forevermore because khange banikwazi. Yebo? Kaloku igift yam. Must igift in a gift is unique.
Yes.
Yebo? But into ifumanisayo ngoku is that abantu abaninzi there is almost like a prescriptive way. Of understanding your gift because all indwaso is how a person basically puts you through understanding your gift and the power thereof. Yabona ukuthi no xa kulolu hlobo this is what it means. Also kukho abantu mos yabaza abantu bavele baqina we Shoprite ba bantatakho awusebenzisa isiduko right man. Kabuze baba mama akuvulela can of worms yabona kanti abanye abafundiswa yabanayo le gift yokubona izinto kuwumile bayakwazi uxola ba don't just say things nje SPC
ebantwini nje
yes into ezinjalo yabona
bandika xa betyile mna abantu bathi xa betyile
wena bakudike tavern
bathi athi umuntu xetyile umuntu noba nihlela ngatavern ku sit in umuntu ngoku all of a Sunday ngoku yena funeka besichaza abethi Helen Beck yeah.
Funny that you should say Helen Beck. Go ompi wami lo umyeni kadabo wami igama lakhe lubuyiswayo ngomgqibelo ngomeni ngomgqibelo kuwe Helen Beck igama lakhe.
Is it South African?
Igama lakhe lamanyanyani nguTeliani nguompi wami ngumyeni
Teliani igama lakhe lamanyani
Helen Beck.
Kuba lamlungu yana kukumlungu wangapha enantsi wasengqushwa onegama nalo libuyele njebe kuthiwa nguHelen Beck nguba lamlungu ngama komlungu wayinefama pha ecaba le fama yakhe ibizwa ngohlobo oluthile kanti ibili igama leEnglish eli abantu abamnyama ke ngoku balengqushwa hayi
kantsika apho zimbini A1 indawo yamapayina Sakhula kusithiwa kaDublinja basekhona nangoku abantu abathi kaDublinja. Excuse me, only to find out later into yoba umlungu waphaya wayenguDuplessis.
Oh man.
Ndayiva ngotamkhulu wathi khanicinge nani abantu abamhlophe beyithanda kangaka inja bangayidubula nje.
Ayidubulela ntoni inja?
Nenye ilali xa ubheke eqonce ilapha endleleni yona. KukwaNtsinekana.
Okay.
Yayindawo eyayifama kudala seyide yayilali ngoku. uThembelani Boy ngowapha. Umlungu wokuqala wavula ifama phaya kwaNtsinekana yayinguSenegal.
Yey.
Ifani yakhe.
Wow.
But they made it have sense. They made it have sense. Tsinekana.
I'm not too young, but no Helen Beck. But according to how I know my parents, including what about no ban, ingat what young mama one. But mama wa isilu mom. But this is an assumption. Helen Beck wayengumuntu wena. He was beautiful. J.E. appearance yake. Helen Beck. MD. Handsome man. Sweet as ever. Until of my glass.
Oh, okay.
Hayi anithathe anithito Helen Beck anidlakazelisa for no more. But wait until he's sober again. Literally, it feels like you just came back from hell because sweet as ever.
Did
he apologize?
No, from hell. No, he would just, you know, be quiet. Yabo, uyambona nje hey papa lazi ngiphethe ncancazela. Yabona.
But abantu bakudala babengolahlo uphuthu wayengolahlo. Uphuthu hayi yonke la ncoko eveki yonke. Ezanto benimsokolisa ngazo nizithetha apha eveki yonke. Uphuthu akaziphendule zana. Uphuthu anifisa itoyito iqala. Ucula itoyito apha ngo. Khona enye ingoma kanamazinyo mosikhoza fashion yabo. Sorry, you're false. Yabo banxebeza false. Yazazi false. Yabo banxebeza false. Akawuna wayifuna ukwenza zona qaza ngathi ayigqiba into aso yakhe. You're false. Yabo umva. What drop out. Uva ngathi tsisa uqombe yakho Saturday namhlanje. Tsimelo yelo wotsisa hlabela ngokwakhe aphinelande qayo uStaklay ke ngokuza inixelela uba wathi wena ngomvulo.
Yeah, those are interesting characters.
Wathi ngomvulo wathi aqoma nizokuphendula jonga ke hayi aqala
that was my uncle Helen Beck. Senze inkomo yakhe ngomgqibelo. It's going to be fun times.
Izawuhlokova.
I want to believe it will.
Izawuhlokova.
But wayenento ke with my mom. Ayibona mama, he would become very sweet. Now I'd sleep over by sweet. Afike Helen Beck ebusuku. Wayengayigqibezeli ke lanto ithi your son of a bitch. Wayesithi your son of a. Son of a.
Ilento kansike bese going down.
Silele ku bunk bed, I shake bunk bed. Ndivuke ndihleke. Ayibona ubuso bamaqala. Yes, sasitshana khona. Athi xwaka. Sobe kuphinde kubekho ingxolo endlini. Yolala, yabo. So funeka ndiphaka la ngoma, funeka ndijonga la ngoma ndisijonga mamela ndawo.
Izoba calm. That is so cute.
Yena wayibuyele back utata wami igama lakhe ayingubhayisekile. Ayithiwa ngumama wami nani?
Amagama abantu bakudala.
Utata xa inepetrol emotweni.
So mama khona
Manje.
Yeah. Athi mama yawubhayisekile.
Funa uya kundawo zonke.
Nathi bekupetrol emotweni. As a result, when my dad had stopped working and it was just my mom who was working, mama yangafaki petrol emotweni. Uzalinda. Like there must be an absolute necessity for the car to have full tank. Otherwise, ubhayisekile.
Kodwa babe accurate in terms of ukuthiya.
Yeah.
Nalando yokuthiya one ngefeeling abantu abamnyama. Uyibona kwezanto zodyumpu nentoni. Uba nyani man into xa siwe emanzini ithi.
Isifanekiso zwi.
Yeah, as a way Xhosa is very interesting.
It's a beautiful language.
Yeah, guys, it was beautiful just to see Uladuma opening a store in New York.
I heard that. Sasivuliwe ngoku. The shop.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I think they launch us up and scan up everything. Ayyo loo nto.
Ndaphuma mna kulaa nto yokhalaza liprasa if I don't think ndandikhe ndangena qha ndaqonda uba I must just wait my turn. As a result, I don't want to buy anything enxitywayo kaladum. I'd rather buy like a household item, like a floor rug or something. Because into yonxiba, especially with us girls, I don't know with guys in general, but you find that we don't like to repeat, especially if it does a special events and whatnot. We don't like to repeat. Now my rule now is that I don't like to repeat and perform ngayo, but I can repeat for other occasions. Like, you know, for performance, then because new occasions. But generally, if I had all the money in the world, I would probably have a walk-in closet
for
performances. Me too.
For 5 years.
Honest for me, but like, because also I like extravagant things. The performer, so you can't be extravagant the same way you were last time. But with this slangu, it's also I'd like to perform get barefoot, so it helps. It's difficult, man, to repeat, but I can wear it again.
What is difficult to repeat, guys?
For girls, that's just a thing.
I repeat that.
So I repeat it, but not for a show.
I repeat custom.
Like for instance, Ringo,
Sometimes you wear the same thing and you wear it differently. If you suit emnyama, we break something at top and shop.
At this juncture, because we don't have enough money, we repeat. But honestly, if I had all the money in the world, benza bana walk-in closet and day 2 is just for evening wear and performing on stage. The other ones for yabani doesn't jalo. Benza pili life and jalo, but get it too. It's still coming, you know.
Oh, you know.
So I've never complained about the price of his clothes or his items.
I think the way you buy it's like it's the nicest to have, you know, something that it's collectible and something that you can pass down.
I definitely would be a household item.
Yeah, well.
But that's the idea, even with for me, let me not speak for other people, with the not repeating don. Like, for me, it's a thing, okay, for that show, I wore this thing, and obviously, but it's also a thing, this is the outfit, say for instance, because I'm not big now. When I'm big and I'm old and sending umama sis umamu luzip, for instance. That gown 10. And then on this show I was wearing this thing. It's a moment thing. I'm creating this show and I'm curating it to
also,
feel and look this way.
Shows are thematic.
Yes.
You know, so you kind of want to be part of the theme as well in terms of how you curate your show.
Theme, guys. December, guys, theme. Nasemkiti.
No theme, Magalo.
Gin and white.
Speaking of Mikiti, do you know that he's got a glass?
No.
He's got a partnership with Tanqueray.
Okay.
So design a glass in a standard design or nice. Design. I think you buy 2 bottles of Tank and you get a glass. It's nice. Copper.
Oh, that's really nice.
Okay.
But you can just check it on your phone. Something copper god, but it's
beautiful.
I want to have it. And go could be Black Friday. I went and I asked for a Tank Epic and Pay as you told. Got to a pumne glass. I was like, what the hell? I want 2 glasses.
Yeah, collect.
I like collect. Yeah, that's what you had, guys.
As a glasses is nice too. To just, collect. And
it's going to be a limited edition, apparently.
Okay.
As a glass, yeah.
Yeah, ikhona inansi ngafuna ivula i-testic rice 2 kg Ephondweni. Ila print
you shouldn't have. Why ivulela ndo?
Salamba lo sawuthini. Sabe sigcinene nale rice. I know izaba ne-value ngexesha elithile kodwa
and kodwa ke ilizabaphinda xa ihleli mos kanyenza xa ivuliwe eqhala nto uba ingeno zezangqoqozemnyama zintoni
qoqoqwayo.
What did you want me to check?
The glass?
Like what information?
Yeah. What is it called? Don't copper.
Tanqueray Exma closer to release a unique collaboration to November. Let me just read that.
Copenhagen.
It's copper COPA glass. transcends its original purpose as a vessel for your favorite gin and tonic, it becomes a symbol of diversity, innovation, and style. These limited edition pieces are destined to become a centerpiece for gatherings, a conversation starter, and a unique expression of style, culture inside your home. The Tanqueray by Makhosa Copper Glass will be available at all major retailers from the 22nd November 2023, just in time for the festive season.
Uyamvutseka. Hayi kaloku nguye umbhali mina endimaziyo phaa kwi-inner circle.
Whoa! Hey, name dropper.
No, but it makes sense nje uba yonke into ezawuphuma out there. He's the wordsmith of the group. Uladuma will create designs and whatnot. Everyone who's there is strategic to carry out.
Yeah, but I like his family, Uladuma.
Yes.
He's got a friendship with Black Coffee, right?
Yeah.
Ukhona umntu anganayotsho mna ke.
Indenza loo nto ndifuna urevisita ii-friendships zam. Yabo?
Okay.
Must check. Ndizama ukuthi yabo.
Uyatsho noMapoto.
Uzama uthini?
noMapoto always says this.
Ndizama ukuthi guys yaqonda. Ndizama ukuthi ndizawureviewa.
Yathethniswa nguDisemba ta.
noMapoto always says, Zama, iitshomi zenu ziyazenza izinto ezinje. Tshomi zenu. Curate ishow kuthiwa yi-curate.
Dramatic. No, but I mean, for real, you know, that is a beautiful friendship that I have. No, but and I, in our friendship, there was a point where we I don't think we were saying, let's talk about our relationship as friends, but we were in a space where we could share what it is we see our friendship being, right? And I said to her, I want us to be the kind of friends that can say, man, dilapha eKapa ikhona into engxamisekileyo contract iqa dinida 25,000 akhawulezileyo andikwazi uyi-unlocka apha kum ngoku.
Yeah.
Okay, sure, I get in, I wire it, and she gets her cash. And then later on, and andizomreyita la mali, but at a later stage, uzawuvele athi gqise sithi, ndifake i-30 wethu, so senje ubambe nemassage ekhawulezileyo phe boardwalk, yabona? Type vibe.
Quick massage.
Quick massage. Yeah. What I'm trying to say is we need those kinds of friendships. And we need them ngoku sisene 2 rand ne 5 rand.
Yes.
Asizinidi
Yes.
sine million. Because what will happen is as we handle those friendships ngoku nge 2 rand zethu, as we grow, they become so much more. So I absolutely honor and treasure that friendship. Andithanda ukuthetha ngento endizhonorishayo nendizitreasurishayo. I hope this episode does not get seen by a lot of people. But bayathakatha bantu.
Oh man.
So nyani, I wish for everyone a kind of friendship that builds you. Do you know what I mean? Wakheke ebuchomini. Yafumana laa nto xa ndisithi ku-beat Beatology ndiyabawela uDJ yene ndanditsho last year upholile uman akanaso nestress sokuthi mamela kaloku uDJ yene but uyayazi uba xa ndimtatsha ndisithi yo I'm still thinking about that. Yo, no, everything is available for you. Anytime you're ready, I'm ready. Ndiyayazi uba laa nto he's not going to stand against my dream.
And angazokumela enhloko uba
mawuyeke against
ezinye
me.
izinto.
However, when I said, hey, it's something I need control and internet. I need to learn how to do this. He just said, listen, I'm going to get new equipment. You can just use layam upractice ngayo. Those are the kinds of connections and friendships we need.
Yes.
Not ile nonsense yoba, hey, izolo saqhuba iHennessy i5 for today ipotile zeblaka zaphela.
There's a clip Kaleweka Black Coffee online circulating. He says bana he wants the type of friends where if he says he has this vision, they say, oh great, I know so and so that can help you. Besides this is impossible, you cannot do this because when you don't have this and that and that and that. You know what I mean?
They're not bringing any solutions.
Empowerment.
And it's fun as a blaka chomi.
You guys have a really beautiful sisterhood, no pot. Like for real. Even the way you guys give each other advice. Like Upoto would be coming through, hey, kwati, atulele tu. Yo, uzawuthini ke ngokubhote because kaloku kudala uyithetha uyicinga le nto ucinga ntoni wena ke ngoku
athi singcama lele singcama. But I mean, I'm really trying to say we really need to check our relationships. And outside of trying to find new connections, and itiba in reviewing our friendships, let's say, animfunu yakim life in yam. But how do I improve on what Yakim and I have? Yabana man kwazi ukuthi yo Kim, diyabona ba into ethile nethile kudala sincokola ayide succeed. Kwenzeke ntoni kucama ku AF? Wakwani? Yabana lana. Ukhona manje umuntu ozifumana hookups into ezithile. Dicinga le idea na le idea. How about we move together on this one and we do it? Yabana that way. Rise yomuntu oyi-one. Another person that I share a friendship that beautiful with, Gubantu.
Yes.
Oh, that's my nigga for real.
Yes. Yeah, kudala ngana nibambile shame.
Ubandi khenda banjwa. Uzabe pha ubantu namphakathi ngalaphakathi. Yabona lana? Sibanjwe sobayi-2 bantu. Yabona okanye ubandi banjiwe zawukhutshwa nguye because uyalazi udaba.
Yeah.
Uzazonikhupha because ufihla amanyala am.
Ngoba nguye ozoclearisha i-search history yakho.
Yeah. Uzawukhapha uyayazi funeka aqale phi ucima yonke le way. Uyayazi udaba. Yabona le way So I really feel we need to build on the friendships that we have because sonke siyakwazi.
Yeah,
but we can decide now that we want to do that. That's what we did when we recognized we want to do a podcast ihlele garage. That's what happened.
Yeah.
That's what happened. We decided to take a chance on each other as friends. That's what we decided to do. And sinazindawo wesityhafa khona sithini but at the end of the day siselapha and i-improvement izawuphuma kule ndawo.
And asityhafi sonke ngexesha eliyi-one.
Njalo.
Akutyhafe omnye uba khona be-amped. Masekuba ngabana untsika.
Alalisa kamnandi. Alalisa wathi yangakhakha kuthula ungathethi.
I feel like lendo ye oyithathayo lethu it goes into untsika.
Ekhona into leyo so nathi ufuna uyazi uthini ngayo.
Kaloku ke befika afike nechomi yakhe itipe ngelinye ixesha. Uma sekuba shem. Khange balale and what not. Hey, kwaku period apho bakuthiwa i-call time ngo-11 sekufika ngo-8. Sika yonke into enqomba yabona le isizini kaNtsika. Hayi ke yawesi konke bevela okhutsha ithumbu shem. Hayi.
Hayi singawo.
Hayi shem.
Ngoku isizini ngabantu ba late.
Hayi.
Buzz.
Nganoqhuba. Andikazoqhuba.
1 hour 41 minutes.
Before the bus, it reminds me of because there's a sentiment, especially with black people in Doba. Hey, ukusebenza ne family. Hey, ukusebenza ne chomi. I feel like this conversation and what we've been able to do this year helps to dismantle that stigma. Yokuba, you can't work with your family and you can't work with your friends because those are the people that you should be able to work with because you can qabana with them and then come back and talk about it and move on.
And I mean, the Jews
and we've been
are doing
able
it.
to do that. Yeah.
The Indians are doing it.
Everyone is doing it.
Utheni thina sodwa kuzawusheka sisodwa bangakwazi uyenza. Because they don't want us to say.
Leno kuzothela nepotism.
Unento oyifunayo ukuthi awunayithetha because izawuphephethwa uqombe Thixo. Hayi ke ngoku mna
ngizobrainstorma nobani ke ngoku
mna ndifuna uyithetha into so that I know it's out there and ndicelele umuntu ozoba accountable. Uyabo
uba uyenzile nalando.
Uba man that was a dope idea uphelele phi.
Anibalekile la wena. Yomuntu ozamani sithi oku
uzawuthini ngiyawubhota.
But did you have any like highlights, for the year?
I mean, I do think that just starting the podcast was a major highlight. The consistency with which we did it. Because there'd be times where the producer is not producing.
Yeah.
The director is not directing. life is not lifing, but
the sound is not sounding.
nothing is happening. You know what I mean? But we would still push through. You know what I mean? Kube kholando iti. Saskethana nexesha lofoni lana mina bajonga masiyenze le wesithule basiyilungise le way. You go ahead and try to fix this. But at the end of the day, it's I feel that we go kyala ngosifuba okuyama because there were moments where we could have just said, let's give it up. Do you know what I mean? Where you're sending a voice note in the group and it's like, but what's your solution, bro? Like, it's in where you go. Is that a solution?
We could beat it down. Fuck it.
Upiti, uyayibona le vision ne? But upiti uze clever. Funeka engasiye kuye uba I vision uyayibona. The assumption kapiti is that we all understand and know the vision. And therefore we know what to put into it. So the moment there's a person or the figure I'll go come manager. I'm going to be fucking that's serious.
But get sizawuthini asifani singaband.
Yeah, una imbuku ke yalume yakutela. The worst thing akabathi
I'm
just the sound guy. So yeah, I know there's been a number of highlights in terms of just making sure that the podcast does happen, putting energy into it, learning about myself as well. And I think for me, that one of the biggest moments in terms of self-development was when Uyanga really said, just step back a bit. Yeah, but and let the people
queen.
Let the people get to see gaps. Kubo, yabo.
This is cool, guys.
Jonga mamela akukhondo yandehlisela levels the stress njengalomini. Yabona ngalomini le kwathi lona ndokum ndagoduka kwasenda voice notes egroupini yanga athi konekse yenzekayo. Finish good.
And abantu baqhuba bazenza izinto zabo.
And it happened. And he did take a moment later on Uyanga to say to me, check, yabana nyani ba bayazama ngoku abantu they're pushing themselves and whatnot. And not to say me speaking was necessarily trying being toxic over people, but it was rather to say way. And when Yanga said step back, he was saying enable us
to also make the success a thing.
So I loved that moment for myself, really, guys, because I learned about myself in that moment.
Because really, guys, sometimes we shoot and we leave and never say anything, and then without fail, the podcast is gonna be there. And you didn't go Uye Emduini and be like, yo,
did you edit? Did you do this?
Without fail, at 3:00 on a Tuesday at premieres.
What were your highlights?
Hey, man. Hey.
For the year 20 breaking free, 20 climb a tree.
That's my favorite episode. That's the one I want to talk about.
Yeah.
For me, it's just being able to do what we are doing and also see abantu ebebekusi space. Ababekusi space before Tina.
Oh, excuse me.
Acknowledging us.
See, acknowledge me.
Look, we sat most with Unanseki Kunjani podcast.
Oh, and they said
just how people relate to, and also the type of guests that we
had.
Having someone who's a deputy mayor twice.
We had 2 deputy mayors up in there.
You understand just the caliber of the people that we were able.
And we had no arts and culture MMC.
So for me, it showed in the bar, as Siamba Kule Indo, like we are 40 in and 39 in, but just watch us at 80. Yeah, just watch us at 80. If we were able to do, all this thing, 39, watch us at 80. And then tell us by his outing.
Take a moment to go back to 1.
Yes.
And see how far we've come.
Yeah, So just because there are a lot of people who've been like, hey, podcast this, podcast that, and it never made any sense. Nah, bayabafoli lo mntana. Isho me
In fact,
director.
As a director, your podcast.
Yes.
Doesn't matter the number of subscribers, but when we reach 100, we're gonna have a watch party and we're gonna watch episode 1.
Oh, nice. Nice. That's a commitment.
That's nice.
That's a commitment.
And we're gonna have friends over.
Oh,
Are we
yes.
gonna do it live?
Yes.
Huh?
Are we gonna do it live recording?
Yes.
We could do that.
So our
each
101 episode is gonna be a review of
of
episode 1.
episode 1, and each one is bringing a friend with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
To come and watch.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
nice.
Okay.
How is no big is
Hi, Abraham.
babes? I like is for me.
Before ni move le way guest, my favorite guest yambile ngobe sihlele apha yathi after I shoot yakhe wathi hey yazi back to mangazi apha
Hey.
akho wrong mos apha mos right apha mos
Kuthiwa uba uze apha uzothetha apha engathi uzawubblacklistwa. Sika. Kuthiwa engathi uzawubblacklistwa uba
Hi
ngabana.
guys, are we threatening now?
Eh?
Are we threatening?
No, I don't know.
Singabantu ababi?
Kuthiwa kuya blacklistwa abantu usibuza i-questions ezi-dangerous.
What does that mean?
Babe blacklisted abantu bangafumani i-way.
No.
Njani kodwa sihleli ne gatekeeper?
Kaloku
Mosibe phoma xa ungene apha sowungenile emazulwini.
Kuthiwa uyavaleleka ke xa ulapha lawe.
Ucacile bebexoka ke ngoba sithi lethi gatekeeper mos bebexoka.
People don't know half the shit they say.
Bebexoka because kaloku bephoma they are flooding to this because babethe bona ngemlomo yabo kuba uyi gatekeeper so ngoku
New Year's resolution should be for Amapondo to take care of long-term financial, mid-term, short-term.
Yes.
kokwesithathu ethetha lento namhlanje ubithi guys he really means it.
Now, can I add to that?
Yes.
I was actually going to ask you right after Ndobuzaba who were your favorite interviews and stuff. I was going to speak to our weaknesses. I think the one thing that I feel we let ourselves down in is our marketing of the podcast to such a point where I was like, hey, wait, the episodes are there, but I think we could take some time during this short space of time, lip break, Posha previous episodes.
Yes.
That people could watch.
And
Randomly.
clips because they were like dope moments.
Yeah, randomly just send out a link, go broadcast yako and whatnot. Perhaps we need to find somebody who specializes in marketing, not to be part of the team, but to just take us through what are the things that we could do to make sure that we are seen and heard everywhere, because I think we mustn't let down the 300 and odd people that are already there. If we need them to assist us, to push us to more people, Nati, we need to push as much as we can. So added to the financial stability of Ephondweni, I would say marketing, because that's what's going to lead us.
Visual stability.
Once we grow in terms of our marketing and people see us and they subscribe to us, we are in the money.
Maybe we can start with the episodes Tina esizithandile kulo nyaka that we're going to review now and like have clips of those episodes go onto our pages.
Like guys, we didn't have a clip kamama uluzipho esithi ayizombokothwa ngama-page. Dude, that's gold.
Line of the year.
That's like, dude, like that's gold. Oh, but guys, we fucked up. Le way bekumela sishutele pha, bekumela sishutele kwamamuluzipho. Sasimthembisile kaloku. Bekuthiwa kuzawuthetha wonke umuntu kaloku wena beat.
Yeah.
Qha ke mhlambi
Ayizombokothwa ngama-page.
And another thing that abanye abantu might not have been privileged to ebinchaza throughout the episodes was having a quote of the day.
But we never got to really share it with our audience. We would just have it.
It was an in-house thing.
So We need to include that.
Yeah.
We need to include that in our future episodes.
Yes, by it word of the day.
So you've got Mamluzipo as one of your favorites.
Yeah, for me that it was wisdom. It was like I think it's one of episodes that should be archived, not only for Ephondweni, but for future generations understand, the Eastern Cape, because it was rich in history.
Yeah.
It was rich in history. Yeah, well, what was another one? When we spoke to Unanseka Udumza recently,
Sure.
and there was a problem, and there was a problem in Ngoshwa, and how is solution, while we were speaking to him, Iyavela, you know what I mean? So,
Sure. I think for I and
which
I,
one will be there? Yes,
for
I am.
Awusenazi dress silibala ngoku.
You don't need a dress. There's a
I
song
didn't
about
dreadlock.
it.
Utsho kaloku noLauren Hill uba aba bantu bacinga fanuba it's as simple as grow locks, wear the right clothes, and you automatically, the one. No.
There's a song about it.
There's more to it. There's more to it than that. So my vibe was in our first interview with the Luckies. That was special.
Yeah, that was dope.
That was special because it was such a full circle moment for me.
Yeah, I think for
both of us who just the way that I got to know him through my brother and how I introduced you guys to him as well. And we bombarded his radio space and how now we were just sitting together. Almost, like same level vibes, just having that conversation.
And he's the nigga that gave me the lifeline for radio.
Exactly. And also just, I remember we spent a part of that episode honoring Ulolo. It was a very special episode. It was a very, very special episode.
And it was still early on. He was the first guest.
He was the first guest. He brought us a gift. It's gone.
He started the tradition.
So that was a special one for me that I recall. I think our very first one is also very special to me. In fact, it might not be the first one because the first one is just you and I in conversation now about our lives. It's the one where Nozamani likes it. I actually thought about it this morning, Kuti. I always name a year. What did you name your year?
My favorite
I think that's what I'm talking about. So as a result, because I thought about it this morning, I've named my 2024.
Okay.
And I was thinking, should I say it here? What I've named it? Or maybe next year? I don't know, but I've named it.
Isa.
I've named it 20 Stir and Pour.
Okay.
Meaning Zamisa,
Zamsando.
Galele. So whatever it is that you're cooking, share it with the people. Pour for everybody to drink and enjoy. I'm a black and conscious human being. So for me, it's always about upliftment, either of the soul for the benefit of other souls as well. So that's my vibe, Uguti. I think with 42 years being lived, I can afford to share myself with people and be able to say, hey, you crossed my mind. I think ungena spaces Chile. Would you like us to chat about it? Are you okay with me telling you what I think of what it is that you're doing and what direction you could take it? You don't have to take it that direction, but it's something to consider. I think I had a bit of that in brothers like Omutsum Fuleni, Omamubongi Suisa, and it helped a lot. Leave the fact that they were not really in the same space as me in terms of creative industry. Yeah. But they were God sent. I was excited when you said Oputmutse is coming. I didn't want to share how excited I was because he had.
Is that him?
Yeah, closer to Woma Mtlamini. Bumakapa TV.
Bumakapa TV.
Oh no, there's a guy we honored that you love from Woma, one of the episodes.
No. Okay. So, uyabona Oputmutse. No, Mama Bongi I don't think I could ever become anything without ever recalling those two names and saying, wow,
Mom Peggy.
They gave me life. I mean, there's a whole lot more people than these two names.
Yeah.
But in terms of how I move, in terms of how I humble myself to the thing that I'm doing, in terms of how I carry myself in spaces, I could never lie. I give it to Putmutsi and Mambongi Swiss. I give it to them plain out. Like, I've heard a lot of things about Putmutsi. And I don't know any of them to be true because I've never experienced them.
Yes.
He's just a guy that when I give him a call and I say, Poti, do you know opportunity to recorder? He just says, okay, phone luchabo. Phone luchabo besendlindele. I've got 2 taxis taking me to East London with my band. You know, he's that guy. He's always been that person for me. He's the person that said to me, yes, one we are cool. Yes, one we arrive. Don't be too accessible.
That's the advice you give to us, Ngobulele, to it. That is so cool.
So, what was I saying before I got to that?
No, we were talking highlights and you naming Unyaka.
You were talking about how you want to give yourself and
20 stir and pour. So that's why indeed when they were 40 whatever, they did that for me. And so when I get to enjoy my 40s, I would like to be a source of life for the people that surround me. Another highlight.
Wait, before you get to your next highlight.
Yeah.
It's funny that you say that because I started working with you officially around this time last year. And it's funny because around this time last year, it might have been because of year-end fatigue and whatever, but you had a thing, you kept saying, "Bah, don't make your problems my problems. Please don't come here with your problems and make me worry about them." And so to hear you now, literally almost the same time from last year saying that, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
I think I will always push that don't make your problems my problems vibe, because as I was complaining now about Unsika saying, "Ako kamer."
Don't come with a problem if there's no solution.
I always want you to bring a solution.
Yeah.
It's because kabukile. That's information. For what? Do you know what I mean? We don't just need information. Give us a solution.
It's because kabukile uvuliwe cash crusaders.
Yes, you know, I've already checked the quotations as E3 and. Kunaba uvele uti. So pukile glass a cocktail galelo tywala. Ayibo. Sithi solution ungafaka plastic kabombe nje sifunxeni. Is that a solution, tata?
It's been a long year, bro. Ubomba. Xa uvela kuphuma udirector egrouping.
The dynamics of the group.
Izawuba njani ke ngoku direction?
Director bhali message sana abantu abona ba ingathi kwathi angalindi ne response. Nonke.
Uthi ngoku akazifumani messages. Uphumile kakhulu. Uthi kuthulwa mos begrouping. Uthi kuthulwa begrouping, akuthulwanga begrouping kuyancokola.
It's been a crazy year.
I feel like followers today podcast here today. They are missing out on actually the group situation.
I know the group situation is very delicate. That one.
I'm really glad it worked in the way that it did, though, because especially looking at the fact that we might have different knowledges in terms of entertainment and video making and content making. We have different ideas, but I don't think any one of us has ever actually handled a podcast before. So sonke besilapha, like trying it out and yabo.
Because we were starting this thing, everyone was unsure about their position and what role they play. And I felt Ulele was the glue.
Yes.
And it went to a point where we were glued, but we were deciding not to be together. Hence, I requested to Leza to step back. Because she had already done Umsebenzi Wakhe, which was
we're here now.
As Tibanise song, and everybody knows what their responsibility is.
Now his platform
it was a matter of us being irresponsible in terms of
no mama, so we don't have to worry about things.
Hence namceba makabuye umva.
Awangani mani la kwathula wathi dwi.
Inye igraph kama amani lakhe apha kwi-podcast
Athi-
ayi-adressayo kulaa mfana wayeyi-president yeCOSAS.
Yeah.
Ayobona nathi ukunyisileyo into yakhawuleza usolela
Black
ngakumboko.
consciousness. Yabo ubiko. Also please ungabethi microphones.
Yeah, Jonga.
Please, man, please, yo, guys.
Ikona iwano libeleyo. Bamba itafile Chris.
Yeah.
Esitsho kumfika.
Shamzange wambona man uChris.
Zange wambona.
Oko wafika.
Cha kaloku xa efika kuthethwa ngoChris onekhamera ufotayo kathi akacima. Uyi-one into ofotayo kumfika. Kanti nguChris.
Uthi kusika. Abitafile Chris. Hey Chris.
But what about the new guy? That's still new today. Losingekamazi. Because someone akayi-one new guy.
Mavis.
Mavis, what
It would be
did?
so nice, man. Next year, man, like mate kake, man. Sometimes.
Waje.
Hapo yake,
Let's tell you, Afrocom efake pha.
We have a new guy that has been new for what, 4-5 months?
Yeah.
When we had an episode where we were clapping for the
We were
new
all
guy.
excited.
Yeah.
New
That
guy,
was the only
new
day he
guy,
was here.
New guy. And that was the last time he was here. Nobu nofika wokusinga athi, new guy.
Sinodaki wasti jwaxa ngenansi ke zithu ndolanti ipost ezithu.
Udaki was share apha nomdakazana.
Basekhona.
But it was all in the spirit of trying to build a team that works.
Yeah.
All in the spirit of trying to build a
Yeah.
team that works.
And Aishem, we've always been one as a family. But one of izinto that I've learned with season 1, with season 1, please guys, going into season 2, which is next year, cela singayiphathi i-charger kasongo.
Hey!
Hey.
You don't want trouble in your life.
Ngazodlala
Jonga, ofele manyaleni. Hey, Jonga.
Ngoba ibiphi le
And
charger.
then I walk it out.
Anayine phone
quickly.
ngoku.
Don't
Why
even
tata
answer.
watata waqaba wathi drops mic. Guys, you don't even agree.
Imagine umile estage wona lelethu ne uyawenza lento uyenzayo ngemic yakho estage kufika umuntu phambi kwakho engaphathanga mic enze lento ayenza ayithathe into ayithatha kuwe emboko adrop imic angayiphathana nangesandla ahambe akushe stage sakho ni mic yakho that was so good.
Jonga, yobona that day was hit. Sekoma kwenze ngenoni. Guys, sasashiyeka sibuza nje iphile charge yanga kakhangele le charge. Jonga suka so athara charge yakhe. Ayunakayeke lewe yakhe.
Asinolisa ngoku.
Molisa abe lewe yakhe yena. Athara charge.
So figure next time akabulisa bulisa yakho phese sithi futhi wena malume usile ngoba
Yeah, cause wayemithi. Wayedinga umxelele ba listen.
Ekhala ba hey, nguswa ngumntana ngoku.
Suphatha umntana.
My favorite episode is the second one. Now, before you guys go with your episodes that you're going to like, I want to ask you guys. My favorite episode is the second, because the first one was introduction. The second was our first commentary. Uletu, when she was asked how she feels about the year, about herself, and just new beginnings, Ephondweni, all of that. You said that you feel this energy, this vibration. It's
bubbling under my skin, yo.
Yeah. I want to see, I want to know what you feel like now towards the end of the year. Oh, utakim yena. Utakim gengu put maki, guys. Utakim yena wati. The year feels light and just, you know, and also you guys, because Sasetan kokuzokala in fact. And you guys were excited about how we are taking charge of our story and telling our own stories and mostly that was the reason we started Ephondweni Podcast
To
in
be
the
able
first
to tell
place.
our own stories.
So I want to hear where you guys are now.
Where you at?
Asetwesi. Ephondweni.
I think The bubbles under my skin, I think they're still there. That excitement is still there. However, I've become familiar with it.
Yeah.
Because Gogia, you could feel it.
Yes,
I could literally just, you know,
just goosebumps out of nowhere.
You know, to such an extent that my theme song for 2023 was Umandi Sityankis. Ikhona into enhle zakwenzeka. Guys, I still have that. I still have so much hope.
Kaloku umntu wakho ngusongo nje.
No, mamela. Mamela
Mythology's words.
Kamanye amaxesha, for me, it's I fell in love with Umandisi first album yakhe. Though this conversation is really not about him. But I fell in love with him first album yakhe. And what I celebrated about him more than his voice, because he was not belting out crazily in that first album.
Yeah.
You almost imagine him in a tuxedo.
Okay, I want to, because I haven't listened to that. I actually should listen to that, because my only gripe with him is
So now the one thing I hold on to with Mandisi is his messaging and his lyrics.
Yeah.
So you held on to that song. You
sends
held
a
on to
message.
that song for this year, Into Entle.
That song, yes, because it's those bubbles again under my skin that made me, and I could feel it. It's nothing bad. I think this is the first year in all my 41 years of life that. I don't hide this shit. He's acting like a woman doesn't tell her age. No, I'm 41 straight up. In all my 41 years, this is the first year in my life that I've ever spent so much on myself.
Okay. On your own or on yourself?
On myself.
Or by yourself?
To spend money on myself.
Oh, okay.
To spend time on myself. To literally give to me. And enjoy it and not feel like I am stealing from somebody else. Do you know what I mean?
Did those dope things where the Women's Wednesday things.
Yeah, and I want to bring those back. I want to bring those back. Man. So ise khona la nto zamani imnandi yabana ithi noba kuthiwa bana ngaba hayi ke namhlanje asina camera kwathi asizoshoota namhlanje siqomba okay fine. I've got a slab of chocolate endlini man colors and yabona go to get sizonaba ekhawutshini sibukela uqaberha and whatnot, because I have nothing to feel negative about. I have nothing. Also, I think the letting go of trying to prove, because I think I've done it for a long time, trying to prove to people that I'm an okay girl. I just don't say a lot to people I don't know. And I don't know everyone, you know, such that kuphela kwezantetha ke ba gatekeeper uphakamile weye that realize about no fuck it, I don't have to. You know, and that was because of chilling with people like a Bitology. Yabo ba doesn't give a shit for all of us.
No, he fucking doesn't care.
Not that he does not care. Not that he does not care, but he doesn't give a shit. Or
He's not seeking acceptance.
He's not out here seeking validation. He's always going to be who he's supposed to be. And I think that it's true that life begins at 40. It's very, very true. Because uputology umdala kunami.
Not 45,
Yo,
Ilanda.
He's a year older than me. But watching him navigate ubomi so carefree and almost accepting. My sister and I was the other day, by the way, Pitology. Pitology is a skater boy. What don't you go? No, Pitology is a skater man. Okay? Pitology is a skater man, but Pitology loves skating. And the morning yemini at 60, man.
I'm not this
for
person
anymore. Oh, even if I can skate here, but it's something. I like skating, and it doesn't have to be a thing that the rest of the guys abayithandayo.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna pick up my board and I'm gonna go. So I learned that, so my bubbles are still there. I'm familiar with them. I'm still excited. There's a whole lot more that's yet to happen. There's a whole lot more that I look forward to season 2 Weponda because it's gonna hit the fan.
Yeah.
Walila.
Yeah.
Dalila for about that ndilila nina.
Wacheba walila zininzinto senzileyo.
Ndacheba.
Wacheba.
Kwahla i-energy eninzi. Kwamande life inambe kwama ndichibi.
For me, the dopest thing, the year feels light. Kumibi into yoba, I think the greatest lesson for me, Klonyaka, was that kubone izinto xa zisenzeka. Dopeness must not be dopeness only when you are actively involved in something. So when you have or you see a lot of people that you are around, now winning, you must take that as a win.
Yeah.
And most of my niggas, sisters, and everyone this year, I've seen them do great stuff. So this has been a great year. This was a year for 04 because there's a lot of things as Gwazleu Papa Zenzeka for about. I mean, unseko kika every day.
So we are kiki. So and what to say no, gonna about corporate.
No, kika every day. Kawando
Now what I learned this year is this: we can do it.
Yeah.
We just need to put our heads into it and do it. This thing of I've known someone for so long, my nigga, the works must speak.
For itself.
Yeah.
And these emotions, both I'm not I block off emotions.
Is that my sister?
Yeah. Like we must block off emotions and make sure that the work continues.
There's something
all
that
the
Pete
time.
said last week.
We're gonna fight. We have to fight. We are not raised the same.
It will not grow if it does not crack every now and again.
You know what I mean?
It will not.
We're not raised the same.
Hi, TK.
Kim.
TK, sorry, TK. TK. I just told
Kim,
Bitology that besimhleba ndesithi kaloku Bitology is a skater boy. What will I know? Bitology is a skater man.
Like you understand, like mna skate, Kim, but all Chinese. So with different people.
Yeah.
And we hang with different people.
Yeah.
Mna hang with skaters, now we hang on abantu abamchisa,
Bad vibe.
What? When did this happen? When did that happen?
We don't. But Mental, did you tell you? TK Sheba. Is it? Yeah, because we still the Yeah.
And yazi
Check it up.
ukufight group angayaziyo khumbula sibizwe kwi press conference leyo mafa and then
Yes.
yeah yandimnolela like the entire time ukhala no but hayini guys sikaphekela man
Hayi sifanele kuphekela. So much drama.
Wayengena nerves. Ubona?
okay sayixoxa le but na kya ukutya guys yafika eba no ukutyiwa phinde yabuya le like yo
Ithi le yo yabona ka usebenza abantu abadala ufuna kuba mamela bawuthetha qombe kodwa bayaziphendelela.
But we also sorted that out so quickly.
Yabo kanti mnawo bathethayo ndiqomba yokutsika esibadala kanjani.
The fact that we had so many, I want to say quarrels because they were not fights. Even though maybe some of them at times they seemed intense, but there was always that one person that's like,
Sorry, I'm not laughing at what you're saying. It's just like, as you speak, I remember your moment. Way late.
Awungathela nawo. I could see the facial expression.
I listened to the thing and I pressed respond then and there. Because if Bengazangen responded at that time, I would not have responded.
ebhekho yakhala song hi baby man
Voice of reason.
Uzamani is like, we get up and some pendula up.
Baby, hi.
Yeah.
That was my favorite thing, but there was always that one person, because after I sent that message to the group, I got a call from Uletu no TK. Actually, it was TK that called me. SCT.
No,
it was you.
TK, yeah.
Oh yes. So it was Ndoni, and then there was, even if it wasn't like that, but like there was always that person that's like, okay guys, but what's happening? Okanye, can we? And Nangoku, to prove it, we are all still here and we all love each other the same way.
No Chris ulapha ngokwespirit.
Oh man, Chris.
He's not here in spirit, he's here in Kokoko.
The day he said, what? I like uti ikoko, not in gomo, ikoko. I remember.
Joji.
There's been a lot of disagreements and fights and whatnot. Everybody knows in the podcast, right? But do you remember we once fought as well, man?
Kuzophuma grouping. Producer ka producer, director, producer.
Emva koko sayinqokele ecaleni no yakho.
Oh no! So that is why ke ngokungazazi noba usekhona egroupini okanye akekho utakuthetha pha egroupini.
Because nonke niyayazi uthi efika nje lo ukhangela mna nami xa ngoba bavikele ngiyamkhangela then sincokola into zethu eqala.
I got that call from Younger. So naqomba apha ndicebisa ndithina apha ndiyamamela, and then mna kuyo yonke le nto ithethwayo nguYounger, okay ndizawubomba mandithini. Yabo ka.
I'm always
No,
so
but it also
stressed.
turns out Uyanga had not even read the messages on the
Misunderstood.
group.
Because it didn't stress a group, guys. Because you'd find beat but fucking
Go it dance all one day.
Related to work as you know. And then because I work late and then divuka late.
I
get like 27, 30 something messages in the group. So I just read the last 5 or 6. And then I feel like ndibambile gist
Iyangena pha uthetha enye into basiya invite apha i-podcast kwacha Pitology yazingenela ngeyakhe excitement bayo I'm back yabo asiyeke lo voice note yakhe ayishiyayo yeah kuze kuchinjwe ichepha indlu Pitology yangena nayo uthethe yakhe into ayithethayo and yeah you're saying I'm back in town you're telling us tries or whatever yabona
And bekudala engathethi, so it was
yes
nice.
oh why man sit I'll see you guys yabona skating season
I got triggered. I'm like, upitolo talking ngathethi, amthethe, ngempela sure negative. Andibamela. Kamdena cha.
Wathi
Qala ndimnyamezela.
Ngoku manje se-provincial hospital ubani
Ngokudala ndimnyamezela.
omnye utshene endlu wathi Pitology hey man what the fuck are you talking about?
Kudala ndimnyamezela. Kudala ndimnyamezela.
Uphuma Pitology groupini
Ufika ndi-emotional mess ubhithi like.
uphuma Pitology hey bukele le conflict stress ke we ndifonele lo bhuti kenzeka ntoni ngoku what is going on hayi andiyazi uPitology uyayithanda laa nto ndithi uye wathini uPitology because ngokuzidilithile ezi messages hayi kind is my man that's it bhuti
Ulele call me wathi jonga zamanti kufanele as the producer uyayazi mos bumaki kubhuti wami ndemthanda ube wrong
ebe wrong akafunda akazimamela Pitology and ngabantu Pitology was sober at that moment ukuze ungakazi athi ba disayosela behind fact izokuphendula kahle because sober nya xa ndimfonela ndiyamchazela ba listen subana stress ba umakhikanga imamele ezi messages zakho xa ucinga fana uthethe wrong wathi Buthelwa wow wow
I'm gonna cut his face.
You guys remember the day AKA passed away?
Yes. What happened?
Middle of the night.
Yes.
Middle of the night. AKA has passed away.
Yeah.
The messages come through. Nguwafaki article. AKA passed away. Ubuza kayafaka ngomngu Chris.
No, I did.
Yes. Abuzu yakhi. Kwenzeke ntoni? Yenzeke phi then uthilo. And then other joints. Let's
ask what music abantu bikoma ngobani abokuphi apho uthatha ngathi kulapha eBrighton Bistro.
Which phone is on my Samsung?
I was so confused.
Listen.
I was so confused.
Yes, la nto wasivela after 12, ne? Yeah, ivela after 12.
Guys,
So,
uLelethu
but
wafika
Twitter is a buzz.
Guys, uLelethu wafika egroupini ndithetha ngokufa ka AKA ke ngoku. The day kuba ke ngoku the whole South Africa is learning about this had happened. uLelethu wafika egroupini ehleka engathi
Yeah.
Ngubani lo uzenendaba uPsychology uyamthanda
some guy with the phone.
Yes, with the phone. What lo which phone? Samsung 8. uPsychology dude, how the fuck are we
You even apologize like this is not funny, but this is funny.
Wena ufuna uverify isasa.
Because kaloku mna kusasa ndiyavuka ndiyasebenza ku-breakfast. Yeah, ndiyavuka ku-breakfast. So there's no way that singafika siyi-breakfast show singena singayithethi le nto ka-AK because everyone is going to be talking about it. Nangu beat. Uyayazi ndawuncina yena.
Why you sitting some guy with a phone? Oh, do you keep which phone?
Waphendula ubeat.
That was a killer moment. I don't think I've ever laughed that hard. Yavuka kusasa ndayakuna Romini zaman, but guys, did you see yesterday? What is happening? I can't believe that I'm laughing at it with the same intensity.
With the one with that one you called me laughing. The one that's better you called me confused. Because you were asking Utizama, did you check the group? Okay, I'm gonna go check. Drop your phone, damn and don't check a group in. And I'm confused. Gandhi, by the time I call you, you had already spoken to Utakim. Uta suyichinga chomi wrong uyakhipha unestress sakhe sasesibhedlela ngokusikhuphela kubhithi kuba esoloke sokolisa angasokolise this time.
Anyway, into abantu ngoma okay le wendifumanayo uyazi musi la tendency if you get a WhatsApp umvule ube ne-intention ba uzarespond uzawuphela ungarespond. So now I'm just relaying le way ngapha wo wangena uBitros ngoma khaya nisokolisa ngimamela yonke le. No, but it's been a crazy year. It's been like a dope year.
It's been a beautiful year.
You know, from Soundgate, Noisegate. Yeah, from Noisegate and just, you know, learning through all these episodes and having the the new guys who remain at limbo. We don't know if they're new guys or they're still here or they're not, you know what I mean? But we've been able to really identify who's with us, you know? And, you know, shout out to, you know, Abo Odi Slash.
I really would have wanted him to be here today, but maybe when we open the year, we can invite him.
Shout out to Abo Odi Slash, who's my sister from Enansika Wama. I think she's an actor.
No, she's not. Usa Wama, Ulenduka Sango.
Was she not off a mama?
She's an actress now who you did a poem song with her. Lo Fisher Shakum Danam.
She has dreadlocks.
Tembela Queen.
Tembela Queen is one of like our biggest supporters, you know.
Oh, she's our fan.
She's
She
family,
comments,
man. She's family.
She writes on her statuses how
Yeah,
crazy we
she-
are, how much she learned, and so she's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, so you have people who really chumacholo aphinda yanxulele no beats ngenye ixesha.
No, but we have a main fan. Bani gama lakhe kanan? We have a guy like
Otis
that's been
Slash.
Otis Slash. That's
Lo
my
wayefana
guy from
niswe-
day one.
Otis
Lo wayefana
Slash.
niswe nguday 35.
Esitsheni.
This guy, he went in, man.
Yeah. During umyalezo.
Inoba ngumntana emighty naye, no umntana ejaja. Oh God.
It's really cool. I met him at the battle.
Okay, yeah, he
Came through to
was
say
there.
hi
he
at the
was
battle,
there.
yeah.
Unansi Chumacholo has been with us like since the beginning, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I've got 2 of his bottles, that one, for my
Nice.
collection.
And we would love to, you know, get to know a lot of, you know, other people who subscribe and regularly check our content.
Yeah,
You
I think
know-
Kunsika had a brilliant idea, Guti. Our first episode next year, even if it's just a
Number
play
40.
episode, we do it live.
That would be really.
Yeah, and I would suggest we
yeah.
do it live on YouTube and on Facebook because
Yeah,
then
yeah,
the
yeah,
people on Facebook, they need to know that we are there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
And also next year, on every last episode of a month, we're gonna have acoustic performance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the sound guy.
Director, okay, that.
Yes. Wait, are we gonna start with the production you didn't finish in studio?
Unedrama lo.
Because you never say nothing unless you're fighting.
That's not true.
Oh man, hey.
No, Jim, I'm projecting because that's me.
Yeah, man. It's been a beautiful ride, you know, 39 episodes in. And this is the last one. We're opening up and get even numbers. So it's going to be an even year, 2024. So it's going to make sense. And shout out to everyone that rallied with us. And shout out to the team. Obangena Shemo Mihlali, Oyanga, Anesipho. Bana enemingeno ngoku.
But
So
if it's
it's
in London,
crazy.
your tax is niggas alive.
Mkidini, apparently.
Kaloku uba unantsikanga uba ugidanga mani yho hayi sidikiwe kunantsika kufida abantu wanseka abantu bafika xa noba kubuya emadlakeni bafika bazofola bazotya nasemigidini bafuna ufika ngela xesha baleqa utywala bahambe ngoku masibabona abantu abagidileyo abantu ababalulekileyo mabanikwe ii-tags wazi uba ungu-VVIP okanye ungu-VIP but ezaa zinto
Okay,
nguzawubhala
John,
Wena lethi you wanna gida in a different way. How do you want to
ngolu hlobo
gid?
kunantsikwa ngayo mhlawumbi ya
Ikusha nja.
Hima. Xana ke ngoku ungenayo i-tag siyayazi uba mos besino-VIP u-VVIP ongena-tag
So when you cancel laga ka.
ongena
Into leyo. What's that? Into livingana.
apha.
Yo.
See you next year.
We
Thank
can't see you
very
next year.
much.
No,
Ephondweni.
makagide kuqala lethu kuqala ke kuthetha imigidi kaloku makagide. Ugida ngantoni uthawa usagide ngotywala?
Ewe mani apha kuDisemba andizogida ngotywala mna. Andizoyenza loo nto leyo. Ndizawugida ngegusha mntanam. Ndizayothenga igusha ingene ihamba ngamanqina ndihlohla i-R50 zibe mbini apha endlebeni bayithathe abafana ndigide ngayo bayoyixhela apha kwenziwe. Ngolo hlobo kwenziwa ngalesilalini.
Igusha ke bantwana bam ayondwinye xa ungumXhosa nakwe-area okuyo ayifani laa nto. Till next year, see you 2024.
Baby, le bati ya, mama,